welcome back. I'm streaming again today, and I am going to continue my June theme of just drawing some silly little islanders on my iPad. So, we got Mooney in the chat. Hey Mooney. Hope you guys can all hear me this time, because I know last stream I ended up muting myself for like a good portion in the beginning. So let me know if you can't hear me again, or if there's any other audio sort of issues. But yeah, I kind of edited that stream so it's not just 20 minutes of me just kind of not saying anything. So yeah, I wanted to switch it up. Last time I did some drawings of the characters from the video game Romancevania, but this time I wanted to do some of an anime I've been watching, and I think a lot of people have been watching it too. But it's on Netflix. It's called Dungeon Meshi, but the characters in there and the story is like really good. And I know that there's a lot of fans who've been reading the manga as well, and I've been also kind of drawn to the idea of reading the manga, but right now I've just been watching the anime, so I might be a bit behind. But I wanted to do cute little islander versions of them because they are an extremely diverse group of dungeon crawler characters, so I thought they'd be really fun to redesign. But let's see, I'm gonna just change out my canvas a little bit. It's very hot in the city today, so right now I have the fan on in the background, so there's some ambient noises. Alright, so for anyone who hasn't seen Dungeon Meshi, I really recommend that you do watch it, because it's like very misleading, because I thought it was going to be just sort of like a silly show about like kind of a D&D sort of template with some characters and heroes investigating and attacking monsters, but the English version of the title is called Delicious in Dungeon, which is like the heroes have to survive, and in order to survive they also need to like hunt monsters and like eat them. But it's also a really fun show about like how the biodiversity of the dungeons work, how the magic in that environment works, which is really fun. But I thought it was just going to be kind of more laid back, but the story gets really dark at some points. So like the day-to-day adventures are kind of lighthearted, but like the overall arc of the story is pretty dark. So we have a bunch of characters. We got Laos, and then we've got Chilchuck, and Izutsumi is a recent addition to the group, in terms of the anime at least. And then we got Marcial, Senshi, and Fallon's no longer in the group. It's not really a spoiler because that's like shown in the first episode, but she is a very important character, so I will say that I would love to include her because I did love her character very much. But I will say my favorite's probably Senshi, the big burly dwarf, who is also the main cook of the group. So they have Laos as being really serious here, but he's not the most serious character. He's kind of silly, but they drew him as being very serious faced. And they have Marcial looking very, well, I guess that's more authentic to her character. Let's see. I guess I could try and guess head star on all of them today. Okay. I feel like the human characters are going to give me the most trouble. And Laos and Fallon are brother and sister, that's why they look very similar. So let's see, what kind of character would be best for them as Animal Crossing villagers? What do you think? Not cubs. Chilchuck might be a cub, because those tend to be very small villagers. Let's think. I have a list of all of the villager types down here. Let me just take a quick look. They might be good as maybe eagles? Eagle could be fun. I could see them as being sort of bird-like. trying to like visualize. Oh, Chilchuk as a hamster might be really funny. Because he's very small. Okay, so maybe a lion too. So eagle or lion. Monkey might be difficult. Although that is the most like human-like as animals go. I always forget ostriches as a type of villager. Yeah, I think out of all of them. Oh, Marseille as a rabbit might be cute. Yeah, I think out of all of them, I think I like the idea of eagle. Let's try eagle. Oh, my iPad is responding heavily to my hand being there. Let me just do a quick look up of how eagles look in Animal Crossing. I do this every time. And for those who are caught up on the anime and have read ahead on the manga, there's also a second reason for me choosing eagle, but I don't want to spoil the story for you. Okay, so they're all just a little bit, their beaks are a little too canny. Okay, I think I can kind of get an idea. Laos has that like sort of hair. I like the idea of having their feathers, have their hair represented as feathers. That's the most like I can find. Not like the serious eyes, but he's really a kind of a dork. A very rough sketch. I'm trying to like remember what Apollo looks like. Probably the most popular eagle. Keep going back to my references. Alright, so their wings are very simple. The wings, some of them actually have the feathers on their wings very detailed, and others just look like flippers. Alright, there was Laos. Very rough sketch of Laos. Let's see, and then Alan's got her eyes open in this one. She usually has them sort of like, she usually has them like closed like this. Maybe I can make her a little bit shorter than her brother. Makes her look sleepy. I meant the other one. And then she's got like bangs, which is very cute. She's like a cute design we can add. Alright, these are very rough sketches. I would like to reiterate. got the, oh, they don't have the picture of her staff. I do want her having like her staff. Looks like a big lantern almost. These feet are very fucked up. Oops, sorry for the swearing, but messed up looking feet. Alright. Kind of smaller. Alright, let's do Chill Chuck. Obviously Izutsume is gonna be easy. That's already a cat. Chill Chuck, I think as a hamster would be really funny. Let me just look up quick hamsters in ACNH. Has anyone else been watching Dungeon Meshi? Has anyone else really been enjoying it? Because I think it's a really funny show. Alright, let's draw Chill Chuck. I just think it'll be funny to have Chill Chuck in the middle because he's like the smallest because he's a halfling. Let's see. It's kind of a grumpy, sort of a grumpy character too, so. Oh, someone outside is yelling. Is it for good or bad reasons? Hard to tell. Actually, Chill Chuck's hairstyle looks a lot like the hamster, if anyone has Salil, the female hamster, she's got the same haircut as Chill Chuck. Every one of them, oh, not every one of them, a couple of them though, have like the cheeks, these big circles as their cheeks. I don't really see that for Chill Chuck though. He's got the big eyes. Always looking on in disapproval. Alright, some of these hamsters have really inconsistent designs. All of them have noses except for one. Let's go with a big nose. And he does have big ears. I am glad that the hamsters have all have big ears. That's similar to how Chill Chuck's design is. Can't forget his iconic scarf. Now let's see. They've all got round sort of torsos. What do their feet look like? Okay. Their feet are basically just little pegs. Oh my god, this Chill Chuck is really funny looking. Still have 3 characters, so I'm gonna just make the canvas a little bit bigger. Okay, alright, let's do Marcial. Alright, who would Marcial be good as? I think I said earlier. What did I say she should be good as? You know what, I do like the idea of her being a deer. The female deer don't have antlers. So I really do kind of want her to have antlers on her head to represent her staff, almost, but let's see. Did I say rabbit earlier for her? Let me see what Marcia would be good as. Not a wolf. Maybe a squirrel? Sorry, I'm just reading through trying to visualize each of these as Marcial. Not a horse either. I'm trying to picture which one of these has kind of her ear style too. This one's a toughie. Maybe squirrel? Let me just look up what squirrels look like in Animal Crossing. I mean, they're really cute, and Marcel kind of gives off that energy, but... Let me just write these down, because now that I'm here and brainstorming, it would help to plan ahead. Since she uses it to me, I already know. Alright, alligators and anteaters are out. Since she might be good as a bear. Very hirsute bear. No more birds. Maybe bull as well. Kind of a lower to the ground, stocky sort of character. I don't really see anyone being a cat. Oh, we already have a cat too. Chicken, no. Cow, no. Cub is maybe giving off too much of a youthful energy. Okay, so Marcel is maybe deer. You know what? Deer might have to be the one. It's also dog. Shouldn't she be cute as like a big dog? Maybe. Oh, but they have kobolds in the show. Maybe not dog. And none of these characters are kobolds. There's duck, eagle stun, elephant, no. No frogs, unfortunately. Goat, not really. Gorilla, no. Gorilla kind of gives me the impression that it's really big. None of these characters are much bigger than the other. They're all like varying sizes. Like Senshi's a big guy, but he's not. He's like on the shorter end. Like Laos is the tallest one. Hippo, no. Horse, not really. Kangaroo. Koala, not really either. You know what? Maybe lion actually for Senshi. There's monkey. There's mouse. Yeah, not really feeling the other ones. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be deer for Marcel. Alright, I'm gonna look up lion real quick for ACNH. Yeah, they've all got a lot of hair, and I think that's what I really wanted going for Senshi, so... Alright. Yeah, I mean, none of them have beards, but it's the most beards that you'll get with any character that's a villager. Okay. Alright, so Senshi's a lion. We're gonna go with deer for Marcel. How would Marcel look as a deer? There's plenty of cute female deers. I think fauna kind of comes to mind. Most obviously. They've all got like a big snout, and their ears are obviously... Have to be very careful not to make her look like a horse, though. Also kind of fits with the lore, because Marcille is very, like, resistant to eating dungeon food. And as a deer, she would be very adverse to eating what is mostly meat. A meat-based diet. Similar to Fallon. We've just got little... Everyone here has the most simple legs. And her eyes are kind of like big and expressive and green. Let me see. Who's got like... all got such different eye types. Lana's eyes are the most realistically deer-like. Just kind of big and round and black. What's this deer's name again? Bo, I think? Bo's has actually got a little bit of a human eye going on. Well, this just makes her really startled, but whatever. I'm trying to make it look less startled. Her outfit later. I'm just trying to get the rough form of every character down. And then we've got Senshi. Alright, Senshi. How can I make you look like a lion? I think that's the problem with how the lions look in Animal Crossing. Their noses look very strange to me. Wait, he's shorter. I'll make him a tiny bit shorter than Marcille. He's like a bit taller than Shellchuck, so... They've all got like very similar body structures. Let's give him sort of bigger arms. He's sort of like a rotund lion. Okay, so the hard part is getting his helmet design matched. Got the horns. And then the rest of his helmet. And he's got the big nose. All of the lions have the big nose. Let's make that prominent here. And then the stash. Undo that. Honestly, it would be really hard to tell that this is a lion because of how his... Or maybe instead of his horns, I can do his ears? I don't know. The horns on the helmet are kind of iconic. I am going to try and emulate the style of the lion's hair, which is kind of like a weird, like sort of peaked hair. Like that. And his eyes are already pretty much an Animal Crossing style eye anyway. He just looks so silly. Okay, last one is Izutsume, which is very easy because she's just a cat. Well, that could just be a person for Senshi, but whatever. So many different character designs in Animal Crossing. It's hard to recall which one would be like a good standard for all of them. Yeah, that's Izutsume whole vibe there. Do none of the cats have noses? Almost none of them. Raymond has a nose. But so many of the cats don't have noses. This one has an upside down nose. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cats with noses? There's a lot of cats in this game. Well, I'm giving Izutsume a nose. And sort of a hair pattern. All the cats are like smiling and stuff, and like Izutsume's face is just whatever. God, everyone really does have the same body shape, the same torso. How do their tails? It's very, just a simple tail. Alright, so rough sketch of everyone. Gosh, they look really silly. I'm gonna make the canvas just a little bit bigger so that each of them has their own sort of space from the others. I feel like Izutsume is fairly tall. I feel like her and Marcel are kind of within range of each other. Senshi, I think I've made him a little bit too tall as well. That, or he's just too high off the ground. And then Marcel's gonna go here, just a little bit taller. Chuck is hovering off the ground. And siblings, they're typically the tallest. I'm just gonna make them just a bit taller. Okay, so that helps me with proportionality a little bit, just seeing all of them together. I feel like out of all of them, Izutsume has kind of the easiest design, so let me see if I can kind of roughly sketch out Izutsume first. cats have kind of like an oval shaped head. I think at the end of the month, I would like to finalize my drawings for all these characters. The Romancylvania ones I've been working on were really fun, so I'm definitely going to try and finalize those. And I also want to finalize these guys and share them on my social media so you guys can see them. All the rough work that I've been doing on stream has been really fun, but like obviously seeing the final product is also kind of what everyone wants. So if anyone does want to see the final look of all these characters I've been drawing for my live streams, you can see it on my social media because that's where I'll be uploading it. I feel like the ears are more like the characters from the games, have them closer together. The weather's getting really hot in here. Probably gonna have to turn on the AC after my stream is done. And then, let's see, their ears are, I made them less pointy. I'm not a big fan of like the really sharp angles in some of the character designs, but I also like more rounded out features. If I make them more like cat-like. And then her pupils tend to be a little bit more ovally. Does give her more of a feminine sort of quality, and Izutami I think is supposed to be a fairly androgynous character, because I also was confused whether or not Izutami was a male or female character. I believe she is female. And then her coloring is sort of like, she's got the white ear tip, and then she's got lots of hair. She's got the side sort of bang look going on. Let's see. And it's only June and it's already so hot. I don't know how the rest of the summer is gonna go. Let's give her the side bangs. She's also got kind of like side hair like that, which I think is very cute. I think I'm going to add that to her Animal Crossing sort of figure. She just looks perpetually disapproving as well, same as Chilchuck. And then she's got the big scarf going on. part of her body parts are skin tone and part are like black fur. So she's got the Animal Crossing style simple geometrics. And then the sort of like rounded out body. I think I'm gonna give her bracers. Obviously like a very simplified version. And then obviously the legs are, she's got the sort of like wrap around the waist, and then she also has, this is tricky, she's got the top area and the bottom area of her outfit, so she's got like kind of the sort of a brown vest. She's got the wrap around her waist. Also, like, I'm gonna give her a little bit more definition to her legs. I'm gonna give her a little paw, feet. Okay. She looks a little bit skewed to one side. Bit better. And then the tail, I'm going to just give her, the tails in all of the Animal Crossing cats are like very thin. They look kind of wormy. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm going to give her a slightly thicker sort of width to the tail. That's sort of Izutsumi's design. Let me see if I can get like a rough flat color sort of palette going on. This is a very pink skin tone. Also very pink. What's going on? Okay, a little bit more of a hue, yellowish orange hue. Part of this leg is skin tone and the rest is grayish black. the inside of the ear is white, similar to how the inside of Izutsumi's ears are white fur. I want to give her like a really pink nose to sort of, because she doesn't have an actual animal nose, she has a human nose, but I'm giving her an animal nose in this one, so I want it to just be like a callback to the fact that she doesn't actually have an animal nose in the manga. Also give that same color to the eyelids, I think. And then use the dark fur color for the pupils. Let's not forget the tail, which have a white tip. She has the red scarf going on, as well as the red bracers. And then last is her outfit, which is very brown. I might have to fine-tune this color choice later. She just looks so disgruntled. Let's give her a little Bentley button. Don't know if I'll keep that. Alright, so that's Izutsu. Just a very disgruntled looking Izutsu. I kind of want to work on Chilchuk next. Let's see if we can get Chilchuk designed. Okay, so Chilchuk is a hamster. Kind of feel like I got the form down pretty easily for Chilchuk. I wish I could talk more about the show, but like I'm so worried about saying spoilers for anyone watching it or starting to watch it. It's such a good show though. There's a lot of good TV I've been watching. Well, obviously House of the Dragon has now started. They put like a ginormous dragon on top of the Empire State Building, but but it was so far away and the angle was so weird from where I was that I like could not figure out what it was. I just thought it was a big gray blob on the Empire State Building. It wasn't until my friend who lives a little bit closer took a photo and was like, "You're the dragon." I was like, "Oh, it's supposed to be for House of the Dragon. It's Vagar." Chuck is gonna be so cute. Oh my god. It's gonna be even more funny because he's such a like serious, like judgy character. Let's give him the big nose. Alright, and then eyes-wise, it's kind of already got the eyes of sort of the Animal Crossing villagers, I guess. The thing is, like, you don't want to make them look too, like, human-esque. Nah. Maybe I could just make them like dark and then with a spot of... Damn, that looks like too hamster-esque. I don't know, I'll go back to the eyes later. Give him some scarves. Give him his iconic scarf. Scarf has these little lines, and then he also has a very simple vest on. I feel like for the sake of his very simplified hamster-shaped body, I might not include the trousers or the boots. They'll just be his bare legs. Almost gonna look almost like a dress. He's got gloves. I don't know if I'll include that, but he does have a shirt, which I'm going to just include sleeves for. And then a belt. I don't know if I should include a belt. Oof. I think the line work on these outfits are meant to accentuate like waistlines and like chests and things like that, and like these Animal Crossing characters do not have the same sort of shape. So it's just kind of like just all round. Alright, that's Chill Chuck right there. Maybe I should include large cheeks. Yeah, that was the move. You know what? Instead of giving him his black eyes, I think I might give him really dark brown eyes. We'll have to see. All right, let's color him and see how he looks. He's got a slightly darker skin tone compared to Izutsumi. He also just has the same facial expression. So disgruntled and judgy. Actually, I'm going to color in both sections and see which one I like better. And then let's do his brown hair. His hair color and his clothing color is the same brown. I like that. His skin tone's too pink, I can tell already. It's like the outside of his ear. The same brown. And then let's do a really dark brown for his eyes. Nah, that looks off. Let's see. Maybe something that's a little bit less. Is this the same as his hair color? It is. What if I do that and then I do like a white? Oh, damn it. Having surprising trouble with his eyes. Messing with the skin tone. Maybe I don't like, maybe I should do this. Let me see if I can give this a try. Okay, that looks better without all of that outlining. Yeah, it looks more like him. That looks better. Iconic green scarf. It's like sort of like a true green almost. Maybe like a little bit foresty, I don't know. I don't like the skin tone juxtaposition to his brown fur. I might as well just go brown all the way then. Where's like a really nice skin tony brown? So today's not going to be a long stream either. I will be signing off a little bit early today. Just mostly wanted to do some art on stream. I have a feeling we're about to go through a major heat wave here in the Northeast. New York City area, I've been getting like a lot of Con Ed warnings and warnings about a heat wave coming on. So I was like, okay, we're gonna be either cooped up or we're gonna go and get some ice cream or something. Yeah, I like this coloring better. It's more brown, but it's less, I don't know, that skin tone was throwing me off quite a bit. It just looks so funny. Chilchuk looks really cute now. I don't know what it is about coloring the eyes that way, but that really really clinched it for me. I want to see if this pink works well with his color scheme. I might change it to a different color later, but that's just a placeholder. And then he also, his outfit is very, I'm going to give him more of an orange tint to his outfit, because I don't want to make it the same color as his hair. Oh, and his shirt sleeves are white. They're like an off-white. Let's make that really dark as well. Just so the bottom has some contrast. And then his off-white shirt sleeves. Alright, we got Chilchuk the hamster done. It does look like he's kind of wearing a dress, but it's okay. And then we can't forget his shadow underneath as well, similar to Zitsumi. That's going to be my indication that I'm done with this character for now. It also helps me just kind of get an idea of like where everyone is standing in place to one another. It looks like a Zitsumi is like a little bit higher up than Chilchuk, but it's okay. Alright, let's do a more complicated character. Let's do Marcia. I have a feeling I'm going to do Laos and Fallon last. Let's see what I can do with Marcia. Alright, so Marcia is gonna be a deer. Deers have these like really round heads, and their snouts are very like less pronounced, just because otherwise you'll think that they're horses. And even though she's very like funny and sort of sarcastic as a character, she's quite amiable. Like she cares a lot about her team, other people's feelings. I'm gonna give her sort of a more friendly sort of look. And she has so many different hairstyles throughout the show. She's sometimes ties it up, sometimes has braids, sometimes she keeps it long. Ah, this is gonna be tricky. I'm gonna see if I can maybe do her bangs sweep the other way compared to the other characters. And then I'll give her ears, and then I'll see if I can give her, let's see. Not loving the bangs look too much right now. I can't give her like super long hair, it would look weird on her. But someone's honking like crazy outside. I can give her a little bit of hair like that. It's her eyes that are really messing with me. Let's see, what kind of eyes can I... We're turning on the AC because it is boiling in here. Huh. There's so many different kinds of eyes. Let's see. I could do the same eyes that I gave to Chilchuck. I am trying not to do that, but it's hard to do when everyone is human and has, or human-like and has human-like eyes. Maybe I can give her like a little bow and like a little bit of hair like that. I'll keep that there just in case. One of the deer characters has bangs and like sort of hair. Actually, two of the deer characters do. Maybe for Marcy I'll add little eyelashes. And then she does have the cape. I do love the designs of these characters. Like this is, they're not like notoriously like complicated outfits, but they do speak a lot to how their class and their race operates, which is really cool. Also got a dress on. I think I might just get rid of belts altogether for these characters. Their bodies are too round. She's got these little sleeves, which are cute. And then she does have these pleated pleated skirt patterns. So I'm like discovering more about how I like my own style of drawing, like what my sort of unique style is. And it's really hard to pinpoint like what your style is unless you keep doing art and keep trying. And I found that like the sort of cutesy sort of style comes easily to me, but I also didn't like being defined by that as well. I like very much very detailed work. Like if I'm looking at work that inspires me, a lot of the time it's work that's very like that's very detailed. There's a lot of line work. There's a lot of kind of complicated coloring. So it's hard for me to pinpoint if whether the style that I enjoy consuming is the sort of style that I want to be defined as. And the more I do art, the more I realize like as much as this sort of cutesy, sort of simplified style comes very easily to me, and I could probably do a lot more artwork and produce more artwork that way, I found it more gratifying when I like finished a really complicated piece. And it is more time consuming, definitely. Something that I still am like working on quite heavily. So it is tricky to say, you know, like what my style is at the moment. But the more I do art like this, I'm going back and like editing it and like adding more details here and there, and that's what I might end up doing with this as well. Like right now it's extremely simplified, but I think I might add more details as I sort of edit this. So the bones, like the skeletal sort of like foundation of the drawing will still be there. But I also would like to work on implementing a style that's like does this very quickly and easily, but then also adds like details that would be more authentic to me, I think. Alright, so I kind of have Marcial mostly sketched out. She's tilting, so I'm going to move her a little bit. Alright, let's do a very like rough coloring of her. She's got yellow locks, and I really like that she has like yellow hair. So let's work with yellow for a little bit. Okay, so this is already too bright. I want to get like a really pale yellow. This one's also pretty bright, but it's more of a sunburst color. Give her sort of a darker, sort of a muslin color here. Okay, maybe, I don't know, that's kind of a maybe. And then let's go with like a sort of like a pale brown almost. That looks very similar. don't love this color. Doesn't really match the yellowish tone I've got going on, but I'm just kind of filling in the space for now. Immediately, no. Let's see, will this be better? Give her like pupils. And then that white dot so she doesn't look so scary. Okay, so we got kind of Marciel's design. I really don't like that sort of peach colored skin tone I've got going on though. I might change that. Let's see. Let's change the inner ear color to this orangey. Okay, and then she's got a lot of red as well. Red and blue and yellow. She's got all the primaries very prominently in her color scheme. The red doesn't appear as crazy. Ooh, that's too baby blue. Let's go for sort of like a denim-y color. Anyone who looks at this is like, that's a deer, but also that's clearly Marciel. Anyone who's seen the show, that is. Okay. And then she's got kind of like this like yellowish sort of sage color on the hem of her cloak, almost. It's sort of like a khaki sort of tone. Alright, and then the rest of her is a really dark blue. At least her outfit is. Darker than that. Yeah, close enough. Hers is clearly darker. It's like borderline black. Considering it's only been an hour and 20 minutes since the stream started, the fact that I have half of the characters done is pretty quick for me. I'm usually a much slower drawer than this. Yeah, I'm definitely going to change up her coloring on the face after the stream. Not loving it so far. Just because I don't love it so much, I'm just gonna make everything else yellow. Just as a placeholder. And I'm gonna give her little brown hooves. at the top, the same color as her eyes. And then this brown, there's a darker version of it. And then her dress, the pleats are a little bit darker as well. Oh my goodness, it's Azra! Hello! Welcome! Yeah, Delicious Dungeon! I knew other fans would recognize it. Oh my god, hello! Oh my gosh! Oh, how have you both been? Yes! Oh my god, I missed you both as well. I hope this is a good time for streaming. I changed it up since last year, so it's like a different part of the day, a different part of the week. I hope you both have been well. I hope you have I know that you might have had a new addition to the family as well, so I hope everything's been good and everyone is happy and healthy. Oh my goodness. Welcome. Welcome to Mr. and Mrs. Azarath. Oh, happy summer. I hope everything in California is nice and, oh god, it's really hot here in New York City. It is so hot. And we just turned the AC on because I thought I could push through, and I could not. Yeah, I'm doing a sort of an Animal Crossing themed month because I was getting back into streaming and I was trying to figure out what what I wanted to do to make the transition back to streaming a lot easier. So I chose Animal Crossing because that's my default sort of comfort game. Oh no, Azeroth has bad news. Oh no. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. You don't have to say anything, obviously. Oh my goodness. It's been so long since I streamed and I know we have a lot to catch up on. You don't have to say anything more. That's private, so oh my goodness. Well, whatever news you had, I hope you both are doing better. Oh no. Well, I'm happy to be back and I'm happy to be streaming again and seeing familiar faces, seeing old faces again. Thank you both for joining today. Oh no, you're not bringing down the stream at all. It's mostly just because that's your own personal business. Yeah. I've last time we spoke, I think was like when I last streamed, which was like, oh god, it has been over a year. It's been a really long time. But yeah, I hope everything else has been good. I hope everything else has been nice and oh my gosh, I was asking about you with Azrath and he said you're taking a break and my Sunday's not complete without hearing your voice from my phone. Yeah, I tend to just blather in the background for a lot of people when they watch my stream. Oh, you saw my video! Oh my goodness. Yeah, so like, for anyone who's, watching the VOD and like, if you see some of the videos on my YouTube channel, I have left my job. The job I complained about every stream last year. And I finally left it. I left it a few months ago, and I've just been kind of like dithering here and there about like freelance art and things like that. So I'm figuring things out right now, and right now I'm trying to like get back into streaming much more regularly. Because that was the major reason why I stopped streaming last year was just like really heavy burnout from my job, and I just couldn't get back into it. So yeah, now that I've left my job, I have plenty of time to stream. I am doing an Animal Crossing Villager version of the Dungeon Meshi characters. So I have Laos and his sister Fallon here. I'm gonna design them as eagles. And then Chilchuck is a hamster. I think Chilchuck is my favorite so far, design-wise. My favorite character is Senshi. And then I got Marcial as a little deer, as a little magical deer. And then I've got Izutsumi as a cat, who is the easiest to design. And then I got Senshi, and I'm gonna make Senshi a lion. He doesn't look like a lion here. He looks like a regular dwarf, but he's gonna be a lion. I swear. Senshi is my favorite. He is absolutely adorable. I love Senshi so much. He's my absolute favorite anime character in a long time. I'm gonna try and design them a little bit. I'm gonna refine the design a little bit more, and I'm gonna put it up on my social media once I'm done. Oh, James is good. He just left the apartment probably because I was talking too much. And it's also really hot in here. So he left to get some fresh air. But he is doing well. He's doing pretty good. We're trying to hang out with more of our friends and stuff. He's also really busy with work. So it's a little bit strange because we've kind of like crossed situations. Because he used to like have a much more flexible schedule than I did. So like I'd be really burned out from my job, and I'd come home and he'd be a lot more like not as stressed. I mean, he was stressed because he was also working hard, but like not to the degree that I was. So when I left my job, now I have like a lot more time and like space to relax. And he's been a little bit more stressed with work, so we've kind of switched positions a little bit. But yeah, trying to navigate this whole thing. I did a market in April, and he helped me. He had to take time off to help me with the market, so we're trying to navigate the best way to do that because he can't keep taking time off every time I need help managing a market or something. So yeah, he's been great. We're both trying to cool down for the summer. Oh my god. So I'm gonna do my favorite character now. I'm gonna design Senshi. He just looks really funny. Someone online did, I was trying to find like pictures of the Dungeon Meshi characters as reference, and someone had done fan art of the Dungeon Meshi characters as different races. So like they did all of the Dungeon Meshi hero group as like, what would they all look like as a human? What would they all look like as an elf? What would they all look like as a halfling? And it was really funny to look at as a reference. Alright, we've got his iconic helmet. I'm trying to decide if I want to do the horns of the helmet or if I should do the lion ears as a helmet. Because that would make it more like he is a lion. Like right now he just looks very dwarfy. He doesn't look like a lion at all. It's actually pretty cute with the lion ears. And the lion nose is like so human-like. Yeah, I might just leave it like that and then just give him Dwyen, a dwarf lion. He really is just a combination of both. I'm gonna take some creative liberties with his mustache. There we go. I also finally got a capture card. So I for my first live stream I did play a little bit of Animal Crossing, but my island was such an embarrassment that I will stream my island again once it's looking a little bit better. I mostly went back so that I could like tell all the villagers I was sorry that I had abandoned them so long. Oh, look at little lion Senshi. And then the villagers that are lions have hair that go like this. So I'm gonna give him this little sharp-edged sort of look to his beard and his hair. Oh god, his whole... Oh, okay. I really need to get a capture card. Which one did I buy? There was a... I had an Elgato one on my wish list for a really long time, but it was over $100. And I did some more research, and I was like, there's got to be some cheaper capture cards for Nintendo Switch that will work just fine. And I got like a much cheaper one. I forget the brand. I'll see if I can give it to you before I end the stream. But it was like 20 bucks. It was like around $20, and it worked just fine. It's because Nintendo Switch games aren't high definition. They're not like ginormous 4K PS5 level games. So like you just really need one that doesn't need to be 4K, which is what the Elgato one was. But if you are planning to stream like other console games that are high definition, then you might want to get a little bit more of an upgrade than the one that I got. Because I'm like a PC game. I'm a PC game streamer, and I really only needed the capture card for my Switch because I don't really play a lot of console games. James hogs the console, if anything, so he's master of the PS right now, whereas I get to have the computer. Little Senshi. Let's see. And then he's got like big arms, so the lion arms are all like really small, but I'm gonna give him big chonky arms. And then let's see. And then he's got kind of like body is like very round and low to the ground. Doesn't look very lion-like right now, but I swear I will change your minds. Oh yeah, the Elgato capture cards are so expensive. It's an investment for like, you know, professional like live streamers who play a whole bunch of games, get paid to review games, things like that. But I was just like, I'm nowhere near that level. I can't justify this price point. And then he's got like a little skirt thing going on, so his beard covers like so much of the body that I don't even need to do much of the outfit. I'm just covering more of his body. Yeah, so I changed from Sunday to like the middle of the week just to like, you know, throw it out there, just test things out, see if people prefer a stream that isn't on really early on like a weekend. On days where like people like to sleep in and do chores. But I was like, the weekend was the only choice for me because I was working back then, so like I was working Monday through Friday, so there literally was like no other time for me to stream except the weekend. So now I'm doing the weekdays just to, you know, just to try it out, just to see if I like it, just to see if I like it, if other people like it, things like that. So he's got this big fur piece on the bottom of his loincloth? It's not really a loincloth, it's like a loin skirt. He's got this big old fur trim. Streaming on work days is hard. I used to, back in the beginning of when I used to stream way in the beginning, I used to be really ambitious, and I used to stream during the day on weekends and then during the night on one of the weekdays, and I don't know how I had the energy for that. It's probably what contributed to my early burnout, actually. Because I would be like, I would do art on the weekends and games on the weekdays, and I just like, that was not sustainable at all. That's hard to sustain even if this is your full-time job. Yeah, the horns were fun, but I think this gives him more of that lion sort of look. I hope the background AC noise isn't too crazy as well, because we turned it on because it was becoming unbearable in this apartment. And then he's got the little tail, he's got the little lion tail. That looks weird. I'm gonna move it here. I'm gonna move it right here. Give him his little Lion King tail. Alright. Oh, awesome. It's just white noise. Perfect. Just what I wanted to hear. Okay, let's color in Senshi. Oh wait, before we color in Senshi, I need to finish his helmet. I'm all caught up on the Dungeon Meshi that's on Netflix. So I did finish. It seems like season 1 ended. It sounded, the way that they ended it made it seem like that was like all of season 1. But I'm actually not 100% sure. And I keep seeing artwork online from people who did fan art of the series that are manga readers. So they're clearly like much further ahead. And I keep seeing artwork and it's like different from the show and I'm like, no, spoilers, stop it. So now I'm like really tempted to read the manga so I'm not constantly wondering like, oh, what was that image? Why did they draw it like that? I love Dungeon Meshi though. It's such a like, I was saying in the beginning that it is such a misleading concept because they make it seem so cute. Like even the intros they have make it seem like it's just a cute little fantasy cooking show almost. And it's like, oh, look at these cute characters and oh, look at them dungeon crawling and hunting down monsters, and you learn about the ecosystem, and they're all just, you know, trying to survive, and they cut down all these like menacing creatures and make delicious dishes out of them, and it's like so cute and like friendly and lighthearted. And then you get into like the story part of it and it's like, what is going on? It makes such a dark turn when the plot points start getting like, when you start hitting the plot lines more heavily. Like, it's just such a fun series. It's just a mixed bag. Let's make him a little bit browny. Let's make him a little bit darker in skin tone. The food they make looks so good, but the story is definitely dark. I know, and I think it's supposed to get even darker. Like, the artwork I keep seeing shows like bits and pieces of stuff happening, and I'm like, what does this mean? I'm already so traumatized. I'm trying so hard not to like say spoilers also as well. Spoil things for anyone who hasn't experienced Dungeon Meshi yet. If you haven't experienced Dungeon Meshi yet, you have to watch it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculously good. Please watch Dungeon Meshi so we can all talk about it. Trying to think what else has been really good online. Obviously we're watching House of the Dragon. We keep seeing ads for House of the Dragon all over New York City. They've put it on the city bike racks, like a bunch of dragon ads. And then they put a giant Vagar model on the Empire State Building. Ninja Kamui? Ooh, I'll look into that. Yeah, I'm always looking for stuff to watch now. I watched a ton of the Great British Baking Show. I usually just have it on like in the background. It's not like something I'm like actively paying attention to, but it's like I've finished the latest season. I finished the latest season, and now I'm going backwards. I'm watching the most recent season and then going backwards. So I watched 2023's baking season, and then I went back to 2022's. It's my comfort background show now. But when I watched Dungeon Meshi, I tried to watch Dungeon Meshi and do art at the same time, and I couldn't. Because like I like to watch non-dubbed, I like to watch it in Japanese. So you have to be reading the translation. So I can't do art while watching. I have to actively pay attention to these shows. I'm trying to think, what else have we been watching that's been good? Scavenger's Reign. Oh my god. If anyone has watched Scavenger's Reign, please, if anyone hasn't seen Scavenger's Reign, please watch it. It is so mind-bendingly good. It's very hard to explain. It's without like giving a ton of stuff away, but like it's like someone pitched like a typical sci-fi sort of scenario to the studio and was like, alright, imagine this alien planet and a bunch of human survivors on it, and it's so hard to describe this planet. It's just got so much stuff going on it, and like James described Scavenger's Reign as like kind of like a sci-fi Pokemon show, because there's so many like creatures, and they really like made it wild the way that the sort of different ecosystems and biospheres of this planet operate. It's so alien and it's so interesting, like it's so creative too. And we were just watching it and blown away by like all the stuff happening and how humans can survive such encounters. Because I feel like so much of like alien sci-fi drama is like the alien species that you meet is like very intelligent, or they're like on a human level, or they're like hyper intelligent and a threat to humanity and things like that. But Scavenger's Reign doesn't really do that. It makes the environment the biggest enemy for the survivors. Like how they survive the environment is the biggest key. So that I thought was a really, really fun scenario. It's like all those survival movies of like people being dropped into the middle of the ocean. How do you survive? People dropped or trapped in the middle of the canyon. How do you survive? That's the sort of thing they took with it, except they made it on an alien planet. Aw, little Senshi does not look like a lion. It's because he's got that huge helmet on. It's very, it's hard to tell. Let me see if I can make his nose color. If I color in his nose, will it make him look a little bit more lioness? I don't know. Might make him even more human looking. I don't love that brown. Let's see. I'm afraid that if I make it too pink, like this one, it'll make him look human. Yeah, he looks human. Oh no, what can I do about that? All of the lion noses are all like this shape though. If I give him nostrils, it'll just make him even look even more human. Let's just make his nose gray for now. Yeah, let's just do that for now. Alright, let's make brown his other outfit pieces. So let's do that. Scavenger's Reign was good. Obviously, I've been watching a ton of Dungeon Meshi, House of the Dragon. We've been watching Killing Eve as well. That's not a new show. We've just been catching up on the hype of it. What else have we watched? I swear, we've watched so much TV and like it just goes out into one eyeball and out the other eyeball. I guess that's like what TV is good for. It's just meant to fill the time. A skirt, but like, I mean, I can't tell what else he's wearing because of that beard. Like, I don't even know if his chest is covered. Aw, look at little lion Senshi. I'm gonna work on the. Too many of these characters have human skin tones. I'm gonna need to change that. Alright, so he looks so funny. Okay, so I think design-wise I like Chilchucks the best, but Senshi just looks really funny to me. Chilchuck's design looks so like on point with how he is in the actual series. She just looks so funny. Best character ever. Oh my god, best character design. Alright, let's do Laos. Let's design Laos and Fallon. Okay, so the eagles are all just sort of, they all look almost exactly the same. Alright. So I personally think Laos is a bit of an idiot. Like, he's a big just lug. He just like, he like gives off the impression of someone who's extremely competent, but he's just like a huge monster nerd, basically. James has seen less episodes than me and thinks that he's like some tactical genius. He thinks Laos is like actually extremely smart. And I'm like, you haven't seen the entire show. You can't say that he's like an extremely smart character when you haven't even seen everything. And I'm like, he's just a big dork, he's a big idiot. And James is like, no, like, he is so good at planning, and he is so good at, like, his plans always work out, and he seems really smart and competent. And I'm like, are you sure? Azarath agrees with James. Oh, no. Blocked. Disagree with me? Absolutely unacceptable. Oh my god, he's too optimistic. I do agree with that. I think he's a bit naive. Like, honestly, I think he's he's bad at reading other people. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's something that can be said about him. I feel like he's just really bad at, like, gauging. Well, we know he's bad at gauging social scenarios. Because that other character complained about it quite a lot. But we also know that he's really good at, like, sticking up for his team. So I don't know. He's a weird protagonist, actually. It's a weird. Because usually you would have a protagonist that's like extremely charismatic or super smart. A lot of the time. I don't know. Or maybe like someone who is a little bit of an underdog. but he doesn't exude any of those characteristics. He's not particularly intelligent, I think, except when he's geeking out about monsters. That's his weird, like, that's the weird niche. He's a weird niche encyclopedic. His encyclopedic knowledge of dungeons and their monsters is a weird niche thing for him. He has flaws, and that's what makes him likable, but Chilchuck needs to calm down. Isn't Chilchuck, like, older than Laos? I think he's older than Laos. Because when you look at their... That's another fun thing, is, like, their ages are all... like, Chilchuck looks like a teenager, but in terms of a halfling, he's, like, way older on the spectrum. Like, he's older than Laos, and I can't remember if he's older than Marcial and Senchi, like, relative-wise to his expected life expectancy. Well, Azarath clearly is a fan of Laos. We've got a Laos stan over here. I keep saying Laos, like the capital of... is it the capital? Oh my god. Or is it the country? I'm clearly blanking on my geography. Actually, one of the eagle villagers is like a knight design, so he's got armor on, but he's got like such a like weird outfit that doesn't really fit with Laos's armor. I knew Laos's armor was gonna come back to bite me in the ass. I got away with everyone else's designs being so easy and so simple, and Laos is like full suit of armor. Ugh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Google this because I feel really embarrassed. Laos is a country. I don't know why it's the capital. I need to make sure that my brain isn't literally deteriorating ever since I left my job. Yeah, country in Asia, you big idiot. Above Thailand. Ugh, of course. I keep saying that's... I kept saying Laos's name as Laos, the country, and like... I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Well, I just had a brief refresher on my world geography just then. I don't know why for a split second I thought it was like the capital of Thailand. It is not. It is its own country. I'm very sorry to residents of Laos. To the people of Laos, I'm very sorry. So I think I'm going to go a little bit extra with the armor. Give him his shoulder pads, basically. Laos. Is it Laos? Well, clearly, even watching it dubbed, or watching it in original Japanese did not help me. Laos. I keep still wanting to say Laos. See, this is another reason why I dislike this character, because his name is too difficult for me to pronounce. His sister's name is so easy. Falin is so easy to remember. I don't know why his name is so difficult for my memory to come to terms with. I forget his name. Mrs. Azzy has to remind me. We all need someone there to remind us of things. like the fact that Laos is a country and not a capital. Alright, we can't forget his sword. His sword's name was like Kensuke, right? Kensuke? Kensuke? Alright, he's not getting any shoes or pants. He's just getting a skirt. He's just getting a male metal skirt. That's all he's getting. Laos, okay. Alright, Laos. If that's what they really call you. Alright, I'm giving him webbed feet. I'm very sorry. I'm very bad at foreshortening talons, apparently. Let's see. There we go. Little claws. Okay. Alright, he just needs his eyes. He's got a very, like, generic sort of face. Doesn't have any sort of identifiable features. Like, he, as a protagonist, he's kind of got, like, a very simple, bordering on boring sort of design, I would say. I just love slamming his character, I'm sorry. We're just blasting Laos on this stream for being such a shit character. This is a Laos roast. Let's see, what kind of eye should I give him that he looks kind of doofy and serious at the same time? Alright. I think I can work with that. Let's color him in. Fallon's gonna be the last one. I wanted Laos to be the guinea pig for this design first. Alright, so he's got sort of a greenish gray sort of hair color. It's actually quite strange. It's quite a strange. He's not like a full blonde the way that Marcel is. Sort of a dirty blonde, I guess. I don't know if that's too bright. Maybe that original color is better. So yeah, he's sort of like a weird greenish gray blonde character. I'm going to try and attempt to finish all these characters today on stream. Well, they're not really finished. They're finished as they can be, and then I'm going to go back and like render them in a way that's a little bit better. Oh, I have to remember to draw his sword. Okay, I will do his sword. I just wanted to get like his coloring down first. That other green color. I think just to give him like an extra sort of look. I'll just do that for his wings as well. And then he's got like really dark... Actually, his eye color is the same as his hair. That is... We're not doing that. No, no, no. We can't have his everything be the same. Ooh, cleaning the house. Lurking while cleaning. Sounds familiar. Ooh. Oh, that's right. It's a national holiday. It's a national holiday today. I keep forgetting because now that I'm not working, it's not like ingrained in me to... Oh man. It's not ingrained in me to know when my days off are. Wow, he looks really serious. This is not the Leos I know. They all have such humanoid sort of eyes. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I actually like the sort of mono eyebrow going on. Sort of like eyebrow that's just like... It's like someone pretending to be serious, which is kind of his vibe. Federal holidays are the best. They are the best. Well deserved for anyone who's working. Happy Juneteenth to everyone! Let's give him... Yep, there we go. That's better. Alright, how should we do his beak color? I would say no more brown. I've done so much brown already. Let's do like a bluish beak. He's got all that silver armor on. Well, first let's color in his armor. This is a very dark blue, but it's okay. It actually juxtapositions with his yellow sort of color scheme much better. I'm not going to color all that in because I want to do a different shade. Okay. And then I have to draw Kensuke. I think his sword's name is Kensuke. I have to double check. Okay, let's do some little highlights. Shiny metal right now. Alright, let's draw his Jidang sword. Let's see what his sword's gonna look like. Alright, this sort of male skirt is too far back, so I'm just gonna bring that up a little bit. His sword, I'm going to have it tucked into the belt. It's got, well, he's got the little lion's head on it now, but I really want to add the wings for sure. Did he always have the lion's head, or was it like a recent addition? I can't remember now. simplifying it. It was too complicated. It was starting to look weird. I'll have it tucked in. I'm trying to think which other characters I enjoy besides Senshi. I just really like the vibrancy of all of the NPCs as well. I call them NPCs because someone online was saying how like even the background characters that don't have like a ton of involvement in the main plot all have really like rich characterization, which is cool. Like, I don't know, it just feels like a really well done, fully fleshed out sort of universe. And the ones that have like motives that you don't really understand yet, it's interesting to tap into. It's like not just like, oh, this person's just a background character or whatever. It's like everyone's got their own sort of thing going on. I don't know, they just feel like real, I don't know, like sometimes you watch things and like you know this character is not going to be around for very long, or this character has very minimal importance. But in here, it felt more like, I don't know, it felt like more fleshed out. I don't know how else to describe it. Okay, so little red handle. Oh, let's make that a little darker. Kind of like also a grayish color to everything. Same as his hair. There's too many things on his on Leos' character. There's too many things that are similar to his hair color and eye color. This was really fun though. This was a fun idea. I was like trying to think of like, okay, Romancylvania was fun, but what's a character that I can like, what are some other characters I can do that would be silly and fun? And I realized I really love Dungeon Meshi. And that's how this idea was born. To do Dungeon Meshi characters. Alright, he's got his little sword. That was really fun. Let's give him his male skirt. I don't know what else to call this. Male undershirt. Well, maybe for like, maybe I'll do little props later. I can't forget, Senshi has that big cast iron pot thing that's apparently made out of very special metals. No, for such a simple looking character, Leos looks pretty good as an eagle. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to pull it off. Senshi's still my favorite though. Alright, and then Leos's beak color, I was gonna do it as like a blue. Yeah, I was thinking of like a neutral sort of blue color. That might be too icy. This one might be too green. Okay, maybe this one. give him a sort of a it's like the toucan sort of accent there. Well, let's just make his whole bottom half, yeah, a darker color, and then I'm going to do a darker version of this color for his toenails. Okay, and that's Leos. Let me get that shadow underneath him. This is it's like a check mark for me that this character is done. Oh, look at this gang. Look at this silly gang of adventurers. Oh my gosh. I think accessory-wise, Marcial's staff was the most fun to design. Because it's very simple. It's very simple, but very satisfying to look at. Senshi's helmet comes into second place, I think. Senshi's helmet's really fun. Okay, alright, let's do Fallon. Fallon also looks very scary here. So I gave her actual, majority of the time she actually has these like really closed eyes that look very, she just looks like she's sleepy all the time. Okay, so Fallon, I made her slightly shorter than Leos. And I was thinking for her feathers, I would make them more like her hair, like sort of blunted at the end. She's got that sort of like blunt fringe, blunt bang thing going on. It's sort of unkept, almost. Like both of them are pretty unkept, but in a way that's different from each other, so I figure this will be more recognizable. I'm going to give her a slightly smaller beak. And then she's going to be like smiling. But she seems like a very gentle, like in the show she's like very gentle and very kind, so give her closed eyes. And then obviously she's got the bangs. I gave her little bangs. Her design is so cute. Okay, and then this is not really her outfit from the show, is it? Let me see if I can find Fallon in the anime. Come on, Fallon. Oh, maybe that is her outfit. I just don't recognize it because she usually has the little hat on. Someone has a figurine here. Hello, Renee! Hello! Oh my gosh, Kathy's look great, thank you. This is the full cast. Welcome to my silly little doodles of Dungeon Meshi. Have you watched all of Dungeon Meshi on Netflix? Have you seen any of these characters? Because I feel like a lot of people online have been doing fan art of them too. Or maybe it's just the artists I follow, but because I'm also a huge Dungeon Meshi fan. Let's see, how am I going to do her little outfit? She's got her wings exposed here. Renee! You have to watch Dungeon Meshi. I know I know when people say things like, you have to watch this, you have to do that, and you're like, how do I have time? And I don't have... You will make time for Dungeon Meshi. You must. You must watch it. Oh my goodness, I love this show so much. Yeah, they're really dorky. Like, this is my favorite character from the show. This is Senshi. This is how he looks in the show. This is his dwarf design here. But he's gonna be a lion. If he were in the Animal Crossing universe, he'd be a little lion. And then all these other characters are made into... They've been forced into an Animal Crossing species skin. I have forced them into a certain design. But I love these characters, yeah. These are like, this is my most recent anime obsession. So, it's called, the English translation is called, yes, I Animal Crossing-ified them. I would say that the show kind of seems like it's a cooking show, like an anime cooking show for like the fantastical world, and it is. It kind of is. It's fun to watch because you get to see all these characters like make different meals out of like basically Dungeons and Dragons style monsters, but it's also got like a really interesting story as well. And it's the original characters have such fun designs. And I was explaining how like the world is really well built. Like a lot of the characters that seem like background characters are very interesting as well. So it's not like you just like have a lot of fluff. It's like actually the momentum of the show is very good, I think. And there's enough like mystery and intrigue to also keep you invested in the plot. So it's not just like, oh look, these characters, they go around and they kill all these monsters and they make food out of them and you just get to see a different dish every episode. But no, it's got like actual story to it that's very it's very good. It's very suspenseful. And Azeroth was just saying how it's also like the food stuff is very fun, but the overall like arc and plot line of the show is very dark, which makes it very interesting because the juxtaposition is very strange. Let's give her her little outfit, her little tunic, her little mage outfit. Oh, Fallon. We love you, Fallon. We don't care what happens to your character, we love you anyway. Yes, it's like, it's on Netflix. Wow, I really fucked up her foot. Now, I will say that there is a reason why I chose the eagles to represent Fallon and her brother Leos. I cannot say it on stream because it's a major spoiler. But there is a reason why I went for sort of a bird-like figure for these two. And if you watch the show, you will know why. Fallon. Okay, she has the magical staff. I just need to get a quick reference picture for her. It looks like she's just carrying a big lamp around, which was a pretty cool design actually. So she's got like this... That's not straight. This was like a lot of fun, because the characters themselves are very simple, so it wasn't particularly hard to make them Animal Crossing-ified. Well, I hope you're having a good day as well, Renee. I hope your Wednesday, I hope Hump Day is going very well for you. I feel like hump day, like whenever like my bosses called it hump day, I would get like, I would be like, ugh. Because it was kind of just like, ugh, we're only halfway through the week kind of kind of idea. I'm just like, ugh, they say hump day, but I wish this was Friday. Why can't my bosses just say that it's Friday and I can go home early? Oh wait, but it's also like a holiday in the US as well. It's going well. I'm super sleepy and really need a nap. Oh my god. That was me yesterday. I like hung out with my friends. We went out for a picnic. And I don't know what happened, but I came home and ended up sleeping like 12 hours. I don't know why. It's not like we did anything strenuous, but James thinks it's because I was like out in the sun and like not used to socializing that much. It was a lot of fun, but I think my social battery has become even smaller. Like, you know how like when your like social battery or your batteries, like if you overcharge them, they're like less capable of holding the same amount of charge? Like that's me now. I feel like my battery has become more and more incapable of charging all the way to 100. Yeah, social batteries are real. Us introverts, we're like constantly needing rest in between. And it's not so much because like it's like a chore or anything. Like I feel this way no matter how excited I am to be hanging out. I think it's just because it's just like, I don't know. I think I read somewhere that like extroverts get like charged up from talking to people, and introverts get depleted the more they're talking to people, and that's definitely me. I unfortunately get depleted quite quickly. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a actually my friend that visited me was like asking me, because we're both like kind of similar in personality and stuff, and we were talking about like personality types and stuff, and I was telling her like I would define myself as a extroverted introvert, because I get very excited to meet people. I get very excited to see people, and I actually like actively plan to see people. But then like I see them and then we do things and then I get very tired like immediately afterwards. And the more I like know you, the more extroverted I will be. That's also true. The more comfortable I am around you, I will be more ridiculous. I get permission. You have my permission for me to be more ridiculous. Alright, Fallon as an eagle. And I want to give her a different beak color to her brother. Let's see. Fallon, I'm going to just... Ooh. I'm going to give her this sort of like shine, like it's like as if it was her hair. I agree. When I know someone better, I'll be more ridiculous. But I'm still not like over the top in general. Yeah, I have to like gauge. I have to gauge you as a person. I have to see if you are the type of person who can who's game with me being absolutely silly. There we go, Fallon. There you go, girl. Look at this. Look at this crew of idiots. I can give you a coat. Looking good! Thank you! Look at this band of fools. Look at this silly band. If any of you play Dungeons and Dragons, oh no, that's not the color. If any of you play Dungeons and Dragons, like, this gives me such heavy Dungeons and Dragons vibes. Like how silly a group of people can play as Dungeons and Dragons characters, like together as a group of people. This kind of gives me that vibe. All the arguing, things to do next, what's the plan? Someone goes off and does something stupid by themselves and the others have to rescue them. That's the sort of vibe I get. The fools look good. These idiots. These little idiots. I love them so much. Which reminds me, I have not played Dungeons and Dragons in a while. I have a group of friends who do that, and it's been a long time. I should get around to playing it again more regularly. I like this juxtaposition of the they're not twins, of the siblings having sort of a yellow and blue design going on. Nope, wrong color. It's actually better for up here. I hope everyone's been having a nice and tolerable summer too, because it's starting. We're supposed to go through a major heat wave this week in New York City. Like the whole Northeast area is supposed to get really bad heat wave. So we're just like waiting. We're just waiting for that to hit. I think when I woke up this morning, it was like already 80 degrees. So that was fun. Waking up and you're sweating everywhere. That's always a fine thing to wake up to. I think it's like already like this, and it's only June. Well, it's like it's like heading towards the end of June, which is okay, but honestly, it's just like the heat. I'm just waiting for the heat to be almost all the time now. Only 80. Yeah, how is it for you guys over there? Is it much hotter? I'm not used to this weather. Is it much hotter in California? Let's give Fallon a red beak, or a reddish sort of beak. Yes, yes. 1, to contrast with her brother, who has a blue one, and 2, because of a thing that happens in the anime that I cannot share. Oh, it's where you're at too? You're at 80? You know what? It's like not just 80 here, it's also like humid. And that's what really kills me, the humidity. It's the humidity that really destroys me every summer. And then hers is, I'm just going to give a little dainty little one there. Okay. And then, oh, that's what she's missing. She's missing her nose. Or the little nostril thing that goes on her nose. Okay, just need to do her staff. roof is black. It's more like a dark blue. Let's do that. So I'm gonna spend my plans for streams obviously are very flexible, but I am hoping to do a lot more art on my streams. I'll still play video games every now and then, but I realized last year I was kind of like defaulting to doing a lot of video game playing and not a lot of art doing. And I think it's because I was having such severe burnout that I didn't know like where I wanted to go with my art. So now that I have sort of more time to like plan these sessions, I'm able to plan what kind of art projects would best be of interest to me and hopefully to interest to anyone who's watching. But I'm also not completely getting rid of video game playing. It'll depend on like how my mood is and things like that, but I do anticipate playing video games still in the future. It will just be a lot more selective. And then art-wise, I'm hoping to get some projects like done for this next year that will kind of prep me for the next year. I don't know, I've had a really hard time like advertising like my streams and stuff, so it's kind of tricky for me to determine like which... They're drilling something and it's really loud. Yeah, gaming feels easier on the days you can't really think. Yeah, like it's just sort of like it's nice on days where like you really just don't have time to plan anything and you just kind of want to just stream for fun. And I think I was just defaulting to that quite a bit last year too much because I was very tired and it was hard for me to plan. So now that I have more time to plan my streams, I have a lot of like really ambitious projects that I would like to start. And I feel like the best way for me to just advertise those is just on my YouTube channel, like on the community page. So that's where I do my majority of my announcements. I don't really advertise on social media anymore. I don't know about you guys, but like Instagram has been kind of, you know, self-imploding for a long time now. And a lot of people on there are like divided on like which social media platforms work best for people, and I'm just like, I like YouTube. YouTube feels very compact and convenient for me and a lot of other people, so I'll just keep it to YouTube. I'll just like do all of my sort of announcements for my streams on YouTube. I have been using Discords as well, so hopefully I can make more announcements on Discord as that starts to sort of take off. But yeah, at the moment my YouTube is probably the most active social media I've got because I'm making videos, I'm doing my updates on here, I'm doing live streams, whereas everywhere else is just kind of like, I will throw art out there when I can. But all of my like in-process stuff and like final result stuff is like all on YouTube because yeah, I either make it into a video or I make it into a live stream. Okay, so I finished these silly little doodles. This is the Choden siblings. This is Leos, as corrected by Azraf. Leos and his sister Fallon. Maybe I should add Fallon's little hat. Maybe I should add her little hat. That just looks like a big steak fell on her head, but it's okay. That's Fallon, she's the mage. We've got Chilchuck here, who's the halfling. I made him into a hamster. I think design-wise I like Chilchuck's the best. It just looks very much like him. We've got Marciel, who's the mage elf. And I made her into a deer. And then we've got Senshi. He's a little lion, and he's so cute here. So we've got Senshi. I decided to get rid of the horns on his helmet and replace them with the ears. Yes, I like his ears, thank you. I was like, he doesn't look very lion-esque. He just looks like a really small human. and so I replaced the helmet horns with the lion ears in the hopes that it'll make it look more like a lion, but yeah, mixed results. And then we've got Izutsumi, who's the cat character, the humanoid cat character in the series. And she just looks very, yeah, that's basically her. That's her as an ACNH Villager. She just looks very disappointed in everything. Judgy. Yeah, so I got, oh my god, this is actually really fun. I'm definitely going to finalize their details and upload them on social media, so you guys can see, but like, yeah, this was ridiculous. This is ridiculously silly. Oh, and if you can believe, next week is already the last week of June, which is crazy. So I think that'll be the last week of my theme for this month, which is Animal Crossing. I might just end up playing Animal Crossing next week, who knows. I think I'm kind of like done a lot of art that's Animal Crossing themed this past month, so I would like to maybe play a little bit of the game next week, but we shall see. And then, yeah, today is just an art stream. I'm very embarrassed by my island, so maybe I can work on my island a little bit and then show it to you. Maybe that's a little bit more improved for next week. It is crazy. It's crazy. It's already it's almost the end of June already. We're already like halfway through the year. We're almost halfway through the year, you guys. It's gonna be 2025 soon. But yeah, I had a blast with this. This was so much fun. And I think I'm in the mood to play some Animal Crossing and improve my island before I embarrass myself next stream. But yeah, so today was fun, you guys. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Azarad. Thank you Renee for joining. And then Mooney all the way in the beginning of stream. Thank you for always saying hello at the beginning. So always wonderful to see everyone and catch up with everyone. So yeah, I'm going to sign off, and hopefully next Wednesday I'll be at the same time, 12 p.m. Eastern, and hopefully you guys have some time. Yeah. Anyway, the VOD will always be here as well, so you guys can always hang out whenever you want. But yeah, thanks you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you at the next stream.